So at the very beginning of the top of the show, we talked about the chat room. Well, it's open. And here's the first one. I recently met someone who just lost their wife. We became close friends. Do you think it's too soon for me to pursue a relationship with him?
I don't see, when somebody has a dead spouse, according to the Bible, they are free to remarry. So there's nothing religious standing in their way whatsoever. And the question is it appropriate? Is the person still grieving? Are you moving in too fast? You do have children that you need to, get them at peace. But nevertheless, if you two want to pursue a relationship where you love each other and then move toward a future marriage, there's nothing in the world wrong with it. Just don't be having sex outside of marriage. That's a no-no.
Exactly. And you know what, to be honest with you, Pat, I think widows are probably the greatest catch out there because you know they can commit. You know they've already been trained.
And
so
they've got a bunch of their husband's insurance money.
Come on.
So what's next?
Carrie says, is it okay for Christians to enroll in dating sites? We're talking about a website or an internet site. I always thought God should be your dating service, but it's getting harder to meet people. Ooh, come on, Pat. What do you think about this one?
Well, dating sites depend on what. I mean, are you going to just pick up with any person who comes along and get involved with them? The answer is that's not a good idea. There's something now called Christian Singles, I think it is a website, where you meet Christian people. And you got to go where they are. I mean, if you're going to fish, you fish where the fish are. So, do you go to a singles group at church? Where do you meet people? I know it's tough. So, if somebody's trying to help you, I don't see anything wrong with it.
You know what? I used to be so skeptical about it, and I still slightly am personally. But I know 11 couples who have met their spouse and gotten married on the internet. Not married on the internet.
You are putting me on.
11.
That is awesome.
It is awesome because, here are the deals.
I'm staggered.
Are you staggered? Are you
totally staggered? Yes.
Well, my thing is, when you internet date, you never know if the person's, being candid. They might have put a picture up from, 20 years ago and they don't really look like that, or they can say whatever they want to say, but I don't know. To each his own, God bless them. Just use discernment.
Their head over a muscle body. Here I am.
Exactly.
Okay, next question.
Kylie says, I recently became a believer, and I find it hard to share my testimony with my friends. My pastor says my feelings are evidence that I have not become a Christian. Is he right?
No, he's not right.
Yeah.
You're shy, and it's also, it takes a lot to overcome the reluctance we have to share our testimony. Now, if you went on a party, you say, I had a great party last night, and everybody say, yeah. You come and talk about the football game you saw that previous afternoon, and everybody says, yeah, it's really terrific. But when it comes to talking about the innermost thing in your heart, there's a reluctance. I mean, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't. Jesus said, if anybody's ashamed of me, I'll be ashamed of him. So we shouldn't be ashamed of Jesus, but nevertheless, we live in a secular environment, so it doesn't mean you're not a Christian, but it does mean that you've got to have a little training and move forward. Oh, one last question.
Okay, quickly. My sister passed away 24 years ago. I can still feel the pain of the loss. What should I do to remove the pain? Should I just keep praying or just accept the fact that she's gone?
They say time heals all wounds. I don't know, after 24 years, you must have been terribly close to your sister. I don't understand that. But you need to develop another relationship. Are you married? Do you have other friends? Do you have a job? You've got to get a life, if I can use that term. You can't be dwelling on the fact 24 years ago your sister died. I mean, that is a little unhealthy, to tell you the truth.